Today, we have 3 of the top 50 craft breweries offerings here today.
And where they land on the list, we don't know. However, after we drink them, we're pretty sure they'll be top 3, especially if we drink them all really fast.
Hey, Beerocrats, I'm Paulette.
And I'm Erik.
And today, we start a new series. Brewers Association came out with the top 50 craft breweries according to them. So we took that list, and we're going to work our way backwards from 50 to 1.
Yes, that's a lot of beers, so we're going to drink like 50 beers, right?
Well, we live in California, and not everything's available here.
Oh.
So we're going to drink what we can get our hands on. And today, that means we start with number 48, which is Avery Brewing Company out of Colorado. We have their Gose. With North Coast, we got their Prankster. And with Lost Coast, we have their Great White.
These all sound like homies. Oye, I'm the Great White. Orale, I'm El Prankster. And this is El Gose.
Yep, it's going to be a good time.
Orale, carnal.
Very exciting over here. So number 48 is Avery Brewing Company. They are out of Colorado, where much good beer comes from.
Much good beer.
Much good beer. This is an old style of beer that is slowly coming back into popularity. It's called the Gose, which originated in Germany, in Leipzig, right? We just got the pronunciation of that. Leipzig in the Middle Ages, but died after World War II. So in the 80s, it started coming back. Now the craft breweries are really attacking it.
So basically what you're saying is we're about to throw back.
We're throwing back. So, German style of beer. It's got a Mexican influence.
Throwback.
We're going to throw back a throwback.
Because it's old school.
Because it's old school.
We're going back to the old ages.
OG beer.
Orale, El Gose.
El Gose. Cheers.
Cheers. Throwing back the throwback. Let's do this.
So, Goses, which we discussed in our cucumber episode, are a sour style of beer. High coriander and salt in there. Very reminiscent of wheat beers like Hefeweizens. They're hazy.
Little cloudy. Like my judgment.
Berliner Weisses also fall into that category of hazy starter sours. What do you think?
I can't Leipzig about it. I kind of like.
So in my research, I learned that the founder of Avery is a huge fan of Pacifico, which is where the Mexican influence comes in.
El Gose, solo para ti.
Our dad's favorite beer is Pacifico, so maybe our dad's the brewer.
Perhaps.
Ooh.
This would be a lot more bitter, though.
This is really good.
Yeah.
I've actually never had this.
Enjoying this.
So I kind of took a little leap of faith, and I am pleasantly surprised.
I am surprised, pleasantly.
Same Z's. I'm going to have some more.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Number 48. Good call.
Also, I like the design on the can.
Yeah, the can's rad. Oh, by the way, this week will be Beer Can Appreciation Day. I think it's Wednesday the 24th, January 24th. And so I tried to get as many cans as I could.
Great.
For Beer Can Appreciation Day.
I was going to ask why we got it in a can.
I know, usually we go for bottles, but
do.
Cans are actually superior for keeping beers fresh.
Well then, I don't see how that science applies. You could just let it sit out on the counter. It'll be just as good the next day or week.
No.
That's not true
There's
at all.
still a freshness. Enjoy by.
I'm messing with y'all.
Messing.
Yeah.
All right, how about...
That's the El Gose talking.
The El Gose. It says Salud and Prost, which are Spanish and German for cheers.
Especially like the scene in Ghostbusters while El Gose, the La Gozerian, comes in and almost destroys New York City. Did you see that? He was drunk. She. Actually, it didn't define itself by gender, so it could be whatever it wants.
New day.
Yeah. You know what else is new? My taste buds are El Gose. And where does it go, Zay? Down my throat, Zay.
All right, next up, we have Pranqster with a Q from North Coast Brewery, which is a California brewery. They are number 47 on the list. Fort Bragg is just north of San Francisco, about 100 or so miles. So north. California, where like the weed is grown.
Wow.
Good stuff.
100 miles is only like an inch on Google Maps, though, so it's
So
like
you know, you
not
can just
far.
jump over there.
You could literally just scroll to it.
So Prankster is a Belgian golden strong ale, or strong golden ale. I always get those confused.
Gold,
But
strong.
they're gold. They're Belgian style. That means, according to the beer bottle, Belgian ales represent the height of the brewer's art with sophisticated brewing techniques, yeast blends, and unique flavors. Basically, Belgian beers are the best beers in the world. And so we salute California breweries who try to imitate them.
You could ring my Belgian beer.
Oh, I forgot how much I liked that beer. I haven't had it in a long time.
That is very good.
It is so good.
Oh my god.
So the Gose was a German influence. The Pranqster is a
With a Q.
Belgian, with a Q, is a Belgian influence.
Important.
You'll see they're both hazy, but this one's definitely a lot lighter. This is a bit darker, more golden in color, which is how those Belgian goldens, strong goldens, are. You know, that's basically your color spectrum.
Gold strong like bear. Erik drunk like drunk bear.
This is your second beer. How are you already there?
I'm on a cleanse.
He's on a cleanse. Hey, Erik has met his New Year's resolution of losing weight. He lost like 10 pounds
10 pounds, yes.
since our last series went up.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dude. I'm proud
Thank
of
you very much. But it wasn't a New Year's resolution.
No?
It was just a decision made around New Year's to say,
same.
you know what? I should stop being a fat ass.
So,
I stopped
Prankster
being-
with a Q. So this name is actually a throwback to this guy who wrote the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest.
And his name was?
Ken Kesey.
Ken Kesey.
Or Ken Kesey.
I mean, he's in the heezy.
When, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was successful, he took that money, got a group of people together, put together an orange juice full of LSD and a bus, and they went across the country. And the group of people was called the Merry Pranksters. I think
And
Merry Pranksters.
around which decade did this take place?
Yes.
Yeah,
It was the 60s.
absolutely.
So they were trying to enlighten Americans to LSD and also promote Ken's new book. And then Tom Wolfe wrote a book about it called The Electric Kool-Aid Acid Test. And
That sounds appropriate.
Years later, we get Prankster with a Q.
Here's to that. Hippies on their bus and LSD and Tom Wolfe writing about it.
And finally for today, we have number
6.
Is it 46?
It is 46.
It is number 45.
Oh, we
on
skipped
the
46.
list. We couldn't get 46.
What was 46?
I will tell you. Let's look at our notes here. Number 46 is Revolution Brewing out of Chicago,
Never had
which I have had. I actually looked on my list of beers to see if I'd had it in Untapped, and I was like, yeah, I'd had a hibiscus Gose. And I'm like, where? Oh, at the Hyatt in Chicago when I was there on a business trip.
Did you also eat some high biscuits?
No, I did not. So, number 45 on the list is Lost Coast Brewery. And we got the Great White, which is their like OG first beer. It's a wit beer, which means it's a white beer, which makes it similar to the other things we had today. Wheat-based beers like Hefeweizens, El Goses, Goses.
The haziness.
I've been drinking.
Yes, you have been.
Let's just drink this one.
All right, let's drink this great white beer.
Okay, so other wit beers you might be familiar with are the Allagash White, the Hogarden Wit Beer, the Blue Moon Wit Beer, which you can get in just about any airport bar across the country. Ask me how I know.
You get around a lot?
Oh, I used to. So there's a cute little story here about great white sharks. Erik loves the movie Jaws.
Yes.
Loves it.
Will not dispute that.
When he was little, wanted to be called Jaws.
I was 6 years old in first grade, and I had seen Jaws. Yes, my parents let me see a movie where a shark mauls people and there's lots of blood and body parts.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
And they didn't get one. So the shark just went ahead and ate everybody, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. So that being the first moment I had my first superhero that I looked up to,
Jaws.
I wanted to be named Jaws. So sure enough, on all my little classwork, my paperwork for school, I would, in the name area, write Jaws in all caps because that's how you spell it. And I'm not ashamed to admit that. It was a great time in my life. I walked around telling the other kids at school, "Hi, my name is Jaws."
So when it came time for me to go shopping and buy beer, when I saw that Lost Coast had a Great White available, obviously there was no question about what beer we were drinking
No-brainer
today, because I love my little brother and he loves sharks.
Yeah.
So,
This one, however, doesn't have that much bite.
it has more of a salty character than the other ones we drank today, which, by the way, let's check out our colors.
Colors.
So all of them are kind of hazy. These two are more gold than the Gose is. So it's a Belgian Golden. This is a wit beer, which means they're made with wheat.
They're made with beer.
And with white malts.
When you drink the beer, you have to drink with your sister for YouTube.
For YouTube. This is actually
I'm down with it.
a really good beer. All three of these breweries that we've had today make delicious things, and these are pretty indicative of the styles of beer that they put out, which is excellent quality.
Go ahead and Gose in the water with the great white, you prankster.
You know, what's funny is that great white sharks like colder waters. You find them off the coast of South Africa, which is just outside the Antarctic Circle, and the waters off of Northern California.
You also see them in Southern California. There have been numerous great white shark migrations, but this is a whole nother YouTube channel and something that I will not stop talking about, so I'm going to check myself right now. The larger of the great white sharks are actually in South Africa. No, take that back. The larger are in Northern California because there's an elephant seal population over there, and that's the main food source for great white sharks in that area. So the sharks are a little fatter, a little slower. They jump out of the water just a little bit because, oh man, they're a little hefty. But in South Africa, they have much smaller seals, which is the main food source for that white shark. And those sharks can go airborne. If you ever seen Air Jaws on the Discovery Channel during Shark Week, those are the South African great white sharks.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
How accurate is Sharknado?
150% accurate.
Well, Erik dropping knowledge about great whites on us today.
Some of it might not be true.
I
For example, the Sharknado segment.
Did not know those things about sharks.
100% true, actually.
Thank you for the education today.
Hey, you know what? I'm just going to go watch Jaws now.
You know
I'm
what?
a little excited.
I saw a shark on the label and was like, fuck yeah, Eric's going to like that. And did not know it was going to lead to this.
What subconsciously happened in me talking about great white sharks? Here's the thing. Here's how you win my affections, people. You bring me pizza, you talk basketball, and you talk about how much of a nerd I am about sharks. We're best friends.
Now you know how to become Eric's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, successful drinking day today?
Oh, yes. We capped it off with great white sharks. Are you fucking kidding me?
All right, let's recap.
Yes.
And on today's episode, we tried to go for the top 50 beers as determined by the Brewers Association. But we couldn't get 49 and 50, so we started at 48, 47, and 45.
Because fuck 46.
Because we couldn't get him either. We had Avery's Gose, we had North Coast Prankster, and then Erik dropped some mad knowledge about great white sharks because we had Lost Coast Great White. Fun times here at Beerocrats HQ. What was your favorite?
You know, I thought it was the Gose, but then I thought about it some more and said, you know what? If you put a shark on a can,
it's pretty much guaranteed.
I think you got me. Like, I'm swooned.
I mean, whip beers are fantastic. So
yes, it was a great wit beer.
It's a great wit beer.
And I drank it and I consume and talk about shark.
there you go.
It was delicious.
If you want to
Delicious even.
Delicious. If you want to have more shark or beer knowledge dropped on your head, why don't you give us a follow over on the social medias? We are at Beerocrats TV everywhere, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yep.
He is
Lord Fonz with two
Z's. On Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
On Instagram, he's Erik_Fontanez.
With a K.
With a K, because our parents made things difficult.
Like Erik Estrada.
Yeah, that's actually true. I'm Peapot everywhere. I'm easy to find. And if you like what you see, or you like sharks, let us know down in the comments. And also share this with your friends. Then we'll see you next time here at the Beerocracy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Bureaucrats! Need more bureaucracy in your life? Here are 2 more videos you should watch.